We looking good? Are we looking good? Let me see. Where's the stream at? Didn't I? What am I missing here? I thought I put it in the playlist. Did I not put it in the playlist? Oh well. Alright. Let me scoot my chair over so I'm closer to the mic. Okay. Lightwing, how's it going? Hey! Okay. Let's try this again. This failed last Friday because of some sort of bitrate issue, so we're trying it again now. Hopefully we won't have any sort of issues this time, and I can just get along with this stream that's probably only going to last like half an hour anyway. At least according to how things played out with Superstar Saga. Hopefully I won't be stupid again this time. Hello everyone, and welcome to Mario and Luigi Partners in Time, except I click end stream the moment I take damage. That's it. That's all that's all this stream is. Nothing special. Just kind of something I felt like doing just out of nowhere with the Mario and Luigi games. I did it with Superstar Saga a few weeks ago, and with that one, I actually made it farther than I was expecting to, but then I died to the first Fighter Fly in Stardust Fields. Not died, but I had to end the stream. And speaking of, for those who are watching this who aren't really aware of what happened, so I understand that the stream kind of cut off before I got hit last time. I don't know why, but even though it showed that I had gotten hit on my computer screen, sorry, whenever I clicked end stream, YouTube still cut the stream off like a few seconds early, so it didn't even look like anything happened. But just know I did get hit by the Fighter Fly because I jumped slightly too early with Mario. So that's what happened. But hopefully that kind of crap won't happen again, and hopefully whenever I do take damage, I will end the stream at the right time. That said, I am going to wait a few seconds now after I get hit, just to make sure that it gets caught on stream. And then after that, I'll click end stream once I've at least waited a few seconds. But yeah, I'm not... Are things working now? Yeah, it looks like it. I think things are working. Let me make sure the audio's good. Now after I get hit, just to make sure... Okay, yeah. It's working. Cool. Yeah, things are working now, I think. As long as nothing tanks. But yeah, that's all this is gonna be. I do apologize if I end up ending the stream a little bit later after I get hit this time. I don't really know what the right timing is for ending the stream, if I'm being honest with you. So I just hope I don't end it early by accident again. But anyway, that's enough seeing this title screen loop around. Let's get started. This is gonna be a little bit weird for me because this is a stream, right? So I'm having to play with like double screens like that because I don't want to sit there and keep swapping the screens around like I did with the Partners in Time Finite Nerve Mode series. That was kind of annoying to have to do on stream. Like if I'm recording a video, it's fine, I can edit it out, but on stream it was getting annoying. But just so like everyone knows, this is kind of how I'm having to play right now. With the gamepad turned sideways, that's really uncomfortable, and I'm probably just going to try to memorize Ignored. I'm sorry, I was trying to get through the intro. Watching this while riding a bike at the gym. Okay, cool. But, yeah, I'm having to play with the gamepad like this, because, I don't know, this is just how they felt like doing it. I could probably do this, because it prioritizes the bottom screen, and that's where most of the gameplay takes place, but then stuff on the top screen would get a little confusing, and I don't want to take any risk that, there's an attack from above that I end up mistiming because of this, so I'll be playing like this. Or I could play like this and have it sideways for everyone. Hee Ooh, isn't that fun? Maybe if you turn your screen sideways, turn your monitor sideways. It'll probably look good then, because then it'll be nice and huge, right? Nah, I'm not gonna do that. We're gonna play like this, and I'll just be the one having to deal with the sideways screen on the gamepad, but it'll be fine. I think I can handle D-pad rotation fine enough. The buttons, actually, funny enough, aren't rotated, so the A button is still the A button. But anyway, so let me see. So that's up, down, up, down. Oh, well, I can't really test it, huh? Because they all just do the same thing. Alright, we'll go file 2, why not? Good luck regardless, thank you. I am gonna be skipping the... do I want to skip the text? Yeah, I'll skip the text. I'm going to be skipping the text. But yeah, holding the gamepad normally, if I remember correctly, right becomes up, down becomes right, left becomes down, and up becomes left, or something. It's fine, I'll figure it out eventually. Why have such a funky option? I don't know. It kind of bothers me, honestly. Like, at the very least, if they are gonna have the screen rotated like that, don't rotate the D-pad too. That's weird. Alright, hold on, let me see. What? I didn't press A. He just does that, apparently? Good to know. Alright. Okay, yeah, so I'm having to, like, press up and down for this. Cool. And then this is left and right. Yeah, weird. Alright. No! I went the wrong way. I'm definitely going to be rotating the gamepad, whenever I'm using the D-pad a lot. Or at least holding it like an angle. You can't really see it, but I'm kind of holding it like a 45-degree angle right now so I can get a better feel for the D-pad right now. Anyway, hopefully I'm not an idiot in these tutorial fights. That's what I'm most concerned about. I don't want this stream to be like only 5 minutes long or something. But admittedly, I don't remember what the timing is for these attacks. I remember the Junior Screwboy timing, but not Baby Bowser. I think it's like... just like a quick... kinda quick? Like semi-quick, I think. Let me see if I can figure this out. Okay, yeah, like that. Cool, 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 cool. I've got this fight. It's easy. No. I almost just looked down at the chat while the enemy was attacking. I can't do that. I can't do that today. Oh, by the way, Celeste's 5th anniversary playthrough. I'm going to be doing that Wednesday. Get excited. It's probably going to be a bit long, but I'll be starting at roughly the same time. Maybe 4 o'clock instead of 3:30. Toadsworth fainting never gets old. Oh, no. Here's the funny thing. Me almost getting hit. That was the funny thing. No. Actually, let me concentrate on this real quick. Alright, should be now? I think it's like 5 hits. Yeah, okay. Just realized this is parallel to the first game. Yeah. But yeah, look, now he's fainted again. That's the funny thing right there. Toadsworth, like, he like, unfainted and then refainted again. Love the attention to detail in this game. It's awesome. Like the K-Dog video. Or like the K-Dog video? What? I'm confused. I'll see if I can make that. Make what? You know, I'm really hoping I can actually make it, like, at least all the way through Holly Jolly Village first. Like, if I'm gonna lose this challenge at some point, I'd prefer if I at least made it to Bowser's Castle. And you know what? I said something similar in the Superstar Saga one. I said Stardust Fields, and you know what? First enemy in Stardust Fields, I lost. So, who knows? I'm probably about to lose to, like, the first Goomba in Bowser's Castle. I don't know. I already have my like videos so flooded, though. That's what I love about Toadsworth. Alright, Mushroom Kingdom Newsflash. Professor Egad made a time machine, and the source is the Cobalt Tsar. The unveiling took place at Peach's castle, and Peach was overjoyed. So she went back to the Mushroom Kingdom, and Toadsworth is beside himself with worry. Details at 11. The Celeste stream? Oh, okay, I get it now. I thought you were, like, actually making something. Because of what Steven said before. Do you actually use your liked videos or something? I do. Because I'm too lazy to use watch later or make a music playlist. So I just, like, have my liked videos playlist double over as both. It's quick and easy to use. And you know what? I don't really care, so... Oh look, guys, it's a refresh room! The only one that has ever existed in this entire franchise. It's crazy. They really just made this one item up for this only... Nope. They really just only made this item up from for this one scene. It's crazy. I can't... Okay, I can't do this. I gotta, like, hold the gamepad like this. Do I want to get these? No, these don't matter, actually. If they have... Or once I get to the bros items, then it'll matter a little bit more, but right now it doesn't, I think. Yeah, no, there's not going to be any peppers this early on. Wait, wrong room. Alright. So, because yells laziness, you don't support creators you like. Wait, what? How does storing videos on our liked videos playlist not count as supporting creators we like? I'm a little confused about that. I didn't say I don't like videos just for the sake of liking them. I just said I also use the like videos playlist for those also. Goofball. Actually, it doesn't matter. There's no point in saving. There is a point in doing this, maybe? Nope. Okay. 14's already full HP. Cool. Alright, here we go. Second tutorial fight. Let's see if I can avoid stupidity. I love the use of Mario 64 sound effects in this game. That's crazy. Imagine what that would look like in the remake. They probably used some, like, weird texture map or something. That's what they did with the shadows with Balletta's reveal in Superstar Saga. I think. Or at least it looked like that. It looked like he just kind of used a black sprite and then just put a texture map or something for the shading. I think he's yelling at me for not liking the stream. Oh. Crying. Wait, where? Already have my like. Wait, what was that responding to? Huh? What's up? A vacuum? I do, actually. Here. Yeah. Great timing. Let's see. In here? Yeah, it's in here. Here you go. Just leave it by the door or something when you're done. You're good. Alright. Oops, didn't mean to do that. Oh my god, Princess, you're looking so beautiful. He's not muted? No. I don't really care enough to mute at this point. Because it's like, whatever, everyone knows I have, like, other people in the same living space as me. Alright. Ooh, that's a bit slower than I thought it was. Okay. Yeah, I'm fine. Thank you. Alright, so this is the first enemy we fight that actually does have HP. If I remember correctly, I don't actually know. Might be 12 HP? I don't know, but with Baby Bowser, it was 5 hits. So, this is our first HP-based enemy. And I think that's because of the counterattacks. I'm good. No, shut up. I don't need to... This is why I like the remakes and Paper Jam. It's just the tutorials. I don't like dealing with the tutorials in the first 4 games. They annoy me. They're so forced. There we go. Yeah, easy peasy. I wasn't keeping track, by the way. But we have our first level up. And I'm going to, just like last time, prioritize anything but defense and HP, because those don't matter in this run. I forgot this isn't Superstar Saga. I've already gotten used to the roulette again. Or roulette physics, rather. This game is the best fighting stance animation for the bros. You can't change my mind. Yeah, I suppose so. Are you talking about, like, the little battle dances? Yeah, I think they're pretty good in this game. The only ones that I feel could have used some work is whenever Mario and Luigi are, like, piggybacking their younger selves. Those just kind of feel very plain, in my opinion, and I don't really like them. But, like, all the others are really good and expressive and bouncy, and I love it. It's cute. Oh, by the way, because of Professor Egad, I think there was a time in my life when I was, like, unironically wanting to start saying yesteryear to refer to, like, past events. Anyway, here we go. Look, Let's have a sneaky little A button, B button tutorial. At least this one disguises itself somewhat. There we go. Look at that. Alright. There is one thing about this setup in particular that, well, aside from the one thing I already mentioned with, like, the gamepad being rotated, but one thing about this segment that bothers me is, I don't know if it's just, like, a resolution thing or what, but the sprites look really wonky. Like, they don't look... Hold on. Like, let me show you what I mean. Like, look at this. There's probably a few pixels difference, but, like, whenever the screens are like this, both the top and the bottom screen, you can see, like, clear, square pixels and stuff like that, right? But then whenever I go over to this, even if I were to, like, zoom in on it or something, they just look so weird. Why does it look like that? It bothers me. Alright. Yeah, agreed. When they're holding the babies, could be better. But without the babies, they're best. Actually, I think I might like Mario's Battle Dance and Bowser's Inside Story more than this game. But, like, I think Luigi's in this one is pretty... Luigi's in this one is a lot better. I love that little, like... I think if I just say, like, the sound, "Ha!" you can probably imagine what stance I'm talking about. You'll see it in a moment anyway, for those who don't remember, which is, probably none of you. Luigi's little battle dance in this game is the best in the series, honestly. Alright, go ahead. Get knocked in. I love the baby's battle stances. Yeah, they're really cute too. What was Baby Luigi's again? I can't remember. I know Baby Mario's was like pretty much paralleling Mario's. What was Baby Luigi's? Trying to remember, but I can't. Oh well, I'll find out later. Well, hopefully I'll find out later. Oh, by the way, I just want to clarify something real quick, because I'm sure this is obvious, but I just want to, like, prevent any chance that someone says something like this. Force damage is not going to count. So during the 2 instances where this game forces damage on you, I'm not counting that, because it's completely unavoidable. Bowser's Inside Story ones are a good second place, but I like Mario's Let's Go vibes to his in this game. Maybe Luigi was kind of doing the monkey? The monkey? Oh! Yeah! Yeah, that's right. You land on Luigi. Screw Luigi. We all hate Luigi around here. Said Starlo. God. Oh, man. Just seeing stuff all terrifies me at this point. I remember at there was a point when I was wanting to make, like, an animation for the Partners in Time Nerve Mode finale. It was gonna be really cool, honestly, but I ended up scrapping it because I just didn't have time, and I wanted to have it out for, like, a Christmas release. Plus, it probably would have taken forever anyway. But, yeah, I was like looking up references of Stuffwell for the animation, and God, I hate how there was more that kind of art than actual official art in Google Images. Someone in particular really had a thing for Stuffwell and Starlo whootsies. Not trying to, like, kink shame or anything, by the way. I'm just saying, I don't like that that was the most common thing I was seeing in Google Images when I just simply looked up Stuffwell. Anyway, don't make me cancel you. Don't you have to die in the first shroom fight? Yeah, you do. That's one of the 2 instances of force damage. That's why I'm not counting it. The other one is whenever a shroob, no, what are they called? Like the little mini shroob dudes. Shrooboids? Are they just shrooboids? I don't know. But one of them just, like, jumps down and lands on Luigi's head, and it puts him on critically low HP. This is in the overworld, by the way. This is, like, the only time you ever take overworld damage. But they do it so that it can, like, teach you how to use items, as if you couldn't figure that out from this tutorial, but whatever. Yeah. Why? Just why? I don't know. Uh, press B to initiate my closing. But shut up. But yeah, so those are the two instances of force damage, and I'm not going to be counting those because they're completely unavoidable. So, not doing that. But if I take damage like on my own in battle because of my own stupidity, that will count. I am actually kind of concerned about the shroom fight because I don't remember how fast their beams shoot out. I think in this fight it's relatively slow. I kind of have like the Shrew Boy or Shroob Guardian timing memorized. That's why I'm like unsure right now if these are also fast or if they're slow. No, it's not just Shroob Guardian. The Shroobs in Battle Inside Story shoot fast too. So if these ones shoot slow, they might be the only ones that shoot slow. Like in the series. If I'm remembering correctly. Poor Luigi. Yeah, screw Luigi. We all hate Luigi around here. These are all going to be coins. I really don't care about them. Well, actually, there might be some items, but like those don't matter either. I love this tutorial theme so much. I'm so glad they brought it back for Paper Jam and Superstar Saga 3DS. It's so good. Went back to the treadmill? Alright, have fun. I love how it's like, every game tries to teach you, like, you should double press A and B to jump over gaps like this, but like, why? Why would you do that? It's a lot easier to do this. It, like, pretty much guarantees that you're gonna get it as long as you're not bad. Yeah. Alright, here we go. No, I hate Luigi haters. Die! Welcome back, Steven. I hate green people. Green people suck. Go red. Red is much better. Wink. Green people are always up to no good, just like the Grinch. I swear they're playing black and yellow again within the span of like 30 minutes. Oh, like the gym music? That's so weird. Oh, this is weird too. Why does Luigi teleport in this game whenever you jump up steep staircases? Doesn't he like actually keep up with you at least in Superstar Saga? Is that a song over in Germany? Black and yellow, black and... Yeah, wait, hold on. No, that's not just Germany, is it? Unless I'm thinking of a different song. I'm surprised that one doesn't damage Mario, by the way. Red makes my eyes bleed. Mine too, but you know what? Blood is also red, so hey, it's cool. It's just drawing out more red. It's an international song. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I love Luigi's expressions in this cutscene. It was like black and yellow, black and yellow, black and yellow, black and yellow. Rap, I think? I don't know anything since I don't go anywhere. Neither do I, but I think I at least, like, recognize it somewhat. Why does he leap so high? That's another thing. I know it's just a comedy thing, but, like, they leap so high sometimes, and you just can't do it in normal gameplay. It's funny. You can tell I'm really trying to talk a lot, because I really don't know when this stream is going to end up ending. Okay, here we go. First strike tutorial. You're really selling red now, honey. Who are you calling honey? Oh, look at all this beautiful red in the background on these mushrooms. Alright, here we go. Now for another A-B tutorial, except this one is not disguised at all. Oh, and that Shrew Boy's just dead. Cool. Jump on the enemies who hate you? See, we all hate Luigi around here, don't we? Oh, it's Shroob Lit, not Shrew Boy. My bad. I was getting them confused with the boss. There's two of them. No, three. There's three of them. There's Junior Shrew Boy Brat, and Elder Shrew Boy. And Shrew Boy Brat looks nothing like the other two. It's funny. Uh-huh. You know what it is. Black and yellow. Yeah. Not singing. Shall I tell you the results? No, because it's another tutorial. I don't like tutorials. Shut up. What? God, I hate tutorial characters. Let Mario be funny on their own like they were in Superstar Saga. Just have like a million red and green duos. That was like way better. Not saying I hate Starlo. Starlo's cool. But like, the fact that she gives you tutorials, I hate her for that. God, I'm so happy playing these games again right now, even if I'm not even like going super far into them. I think I might actually try to extend Beyond Partners in Time this time, despite not having a 3DS with a capture card yet. I'm probably just going to try to emulate the rest of the games, but bear with me if Bowser's Inside Stories stream like this sucks. And also bear with me if it's like super short, because I tend to have issues with DS emulators. Like, I don't know why, I can't get them to work very well. I can get the 3DS emulator working fine, but DS emulators, like, all of them have some kind of issue. 1, 2, 3. Nah. Oh, well, I got 2. That's fine. Hope I'll have lost weight by tomorrow. Starlo is only good in Bowser's Story. Progress has been feeling slow this time. Yeah. Probably because of all the tutorials! No, I know what you're talking about. I know you're talking about the weight. I probably need to upgrade Luigi's speed a little bit. Keep it up, Steven. Yeah, keep it up. But, yeah, so Bowser's Inside Story might not last very long, but at least I'll get somewhere in the remake, probably, because I can get Citra running pretty well. I think I have some problems with, like, getting the Bowser's... Jesus. Thank you. I think I have some problems getting the Bowser's Inside Story remake to run without lag, but, like, for the most part, it's fine. I think I can get the Superstar Saga remake running the best, which is really good, because it's, like, my favorite 3DS Mario and Luigi. I just like Superstar Saga a lot, can you tell? I don't know, sometimes I question if I like it more than Bowser's Inside Story, because it's like... It's just such a genuine... Oh, here we go, force damage, get ready. It's just such a genuinely good experience, and like... I just love playing it every time. And with Bowser's Inside Story, it's also a really good experience, and it inspires me in terms of game development, like, every time I play it. But just, like, the slow start kind of brings it down a little. And yet, overall, I love it. So, I don't know. I don't know which one I like more. I usually just say Bowser's Inside Story, though, because it's, like... It's just been my favorite game for a while. I've always liked it more than Superstar Saga. But now I just don't know anymore. Anyway. So, there you go. There's me admitting that there's a possibility I might like Superstar Saga more than Bowser's Inside Story. What is the emulator for DS games? There's a few of them. Desmui, I think is how it's pronounced, is the sooner you die, the earlier I can leave the gym. Oh, I will keep making you work out then. Oh yeah, Desmui is like the most common one, but it's also the one I had the most issues with trying to emulate Bowser's Inside Story. Melon DS I actually got running fairly well on my laptop. But there was like, I want to say maybe 2 frames of input delay, and that like really matters in Bowser's Inside Story when the jump is super tight. So that's kind of annoying. Maybe it'll be better on my desktop computer. But I did actually get it running smoothly aside from the input delay, so I could probably use Melon DS. But the problem is, whenever I started trying to like do a test stream or a test recording, it would always start slowing down a bit more. So hopefully on my desktop it would be a lot better, and I wouldn't have to worry about slowdown or anything like that, but I'm still expecting the input delay, honestly. We'll see how it goes, though. Probably just gonna copy the files over exact, because I don't want to risk, downloading wrong files or anything again. I want to lose weight, but not gain muscle. Maybe both. I'm gonna keep you here for an hour. Hey! Probably better to, like, do it to the side, but I'm more experienced with just going back and forth. Do both. Both are an absolute good. Yes. Well, see, not everyone wants to be super big, though, as far as, like, muscles are concerned. They're really going for Luigi this time. Good, because I swear I have some kind of curse where I just suck at dodging with Mario. Seriously, you look at, like, the Nerve Mode series, and you look at the Superstar Saga stream. Well, you can't really look at the Superstar Saga stream, you'll just have to take my word for it. It's always Mario. Mario is always the one that I screw up attack timing with. And I don't know, or dodge timing, rather. And I don't know why. You could look at, like, any of the Nerve Mode series. It's always Mario that's, like, the first one to go down. It's so weird. Alright. Almost there. Bum bum ba-da, bum bum ba-da. Get on the shroomlet! You know, I'm really glad they just sit there and keep spinning like that. The only reason I'd want to get stronger is to carry your boyfriend around anymore, even more. You don't have to get, like, big to get buff. Not what passes for buff anyways. Yeah, flimsy arms. Don't! Ooh! I saw how early I jumped just then and got, like, really scared. Jesus, that was terrifying for a moment. Okay, more attack power, because we need more of that. Beep, 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 beep. Ah! Got the 3. Whew! We don't need any dumb mistakes, please. I'd rather die to, like, a boss or something. Though preferably not the shrooms up ahead. Oh, apparently I have dropped some frames in this stream, so the issue is not completely gone, apparently. But we are back to normal. Look at this. They're just gone. They're just going to their death. They're so stupid. They're stupid little friends. They're ugly. Alright, more attack power, because... No, actually, no. Let's go speed, actually. Luigi could use some of that. Beep, beep, beep. Beep, beep, beep. Beep, beep, beep. Beep, beep, beep. Oh, well. I did it on the second one. Okay. Come on. Alright. That should be it. That should be it. Let's go ahead. Bum, ba, bum, ba, 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 ba. I think all of the blocks here are just gonna be like coins and items, right? I saw someone streaming Partners in Time. Yes, I am streaming Partners in Time. How about that? Who knows how long this will last, though. If you like nerdy talking, though, you're in for a treat, because I do it non-stop with these games. I don't stop talking. I really like the Mario and Luigi series a lot. It's so refreshing to play it again. What's... Okay, so down right is where I want to hold to go that way. God, this is so weird. Ugh. Alright, so what's in this block? Oh, it's just coins. Wait! I just realized there could be, like, gear that I should be equipping. I forgot that was a thing. How did I forget about that? Because I do challenge runs where I don't equip gear, that's why. God, okay. Your stream last time didn't even look that bad? I might have been watching 144p? Well, no. Like, such a dark start to the game. Yeah. Merry Christmas. Ah! Come on. Okay, hold on. I gotta start holding the gamepad like this again. I hate this setup. I can't believe I've been completely neglecting these blocks, just thinking, yeah, no, there's no gear. It's fine. Actually, wait, there might not be gear in this area. I think that might start at, like, Bowser's Castle, maybe? Or no, maybe it starts in, Toadwood Forest. No, it starts at Peach's Castle when you purchase it. Dead toads, right? Yeah. Alright. You know what? I don't really care. It's fine. I can manage fine enough without gear. Doesn't matter. Especially when most of it's gonna be defense-based anyway. Whoa. This part reminds me of, the, like, Luigi's Mansion level from Mario Kart DS. Like, y'all hear it too, right? Or maybe I'm thinking of, like, the Twisted Mansion from Mario Kart 8, or, like, the battle stage? I don't know. I'm thinking of something. I like how you got distracted and just stopped saying what you were gonna say. I don't remember what I was gonna say, honestly. Can't believe people are just dead, right? This game wasn't afraid to go there. Yeah, this is like the darkest Mario and Luigi game. It's so weird. I really would appreciate this game's story a whole lot more, though, if it felt like there was more, just more dialogue and characters. That's like the one thing this game is lacking. And I know it's like for good reason, because it's like, ooh, you can't understand these aliens, they're completely foreign to you, and it's like, they're killing everyone, so everyone's just gone, but you can still understand the Yoshi somehow. But like, that's like the one thing as far as the story of this game that kind of brings it down for me. It's just, it doesn't really feel like there's that many characters. Even as far as dialogue from like the Toads in Peach's Castle, it doesn't update aside from one Toad that goes to Hollow Jolly Village. So, oops, I used up 100 megabits. Need to stop soon. No. So we just mentioned for sure. You can hear it? Yeah. Oh, I can understand that phrase, though, because it gets translated at the end of the game. Alright, let's see to it that I don't screw this up. I really hope that it's kind of slow, because otherwise I don't know what the timing is. And here's our second instance of force damage. Not me screwing up any attack. Okay, it's slow. It's slow. Okay. Not me screwing up any attack, but rather this time bomb. You cannot defeat these shrooms in time, which sucks. But it's also part of the story, so it's fine. So no, you cannot beat Mario and Luigi partners in time without taking damage. Oh no. Oh dear. I love how the screens aren't, like, perfectly set up, by the way, in this setup. Like, they're still somewhat close, but the gap isn't big enough. Anyways, you were gonna say something about last stream's quality. Was I? Oh, I was talking about, like, the bitrate. So, no, I was saying there has been, like, some, dropped frames in this stream, but it's, like, it's been about, like, the usual, like, what it usually is. You know, just, like, a few here and there, about 0.1% of the stream has dropped frames, whatever, who cares. Can't be perfect, I guess. But, no, like, in reference to last stream, it was, like, constant bitrate suffering, and, like, every time it would go down again, it would start looking a little choppy, and I'm sorry, you guys know me, I really hate inconsistent frame rates. Like, it bothers the hell out of me. Sorry for cursing to those Americans watching this. Alright, tutorial mode? Yeah. Okay. I just have to get through that shroom fight one more time, but it should be a lot easier because next time I'm gonna have green shells, so it'll be fine. What's your favorite Mario & Luigi game? I actually was just talking about that before you showed up. I generally say that Bowser's Inside Story is my favorite because overall I do like that game a ton, and it's a huge inspiration for me when it comes to game development. It's actually like the main reason why I'm wanting to make my own game. Because it's just that good. But, recently I've been, like, over the past few years, pretty much since about, like, 2019 or 2020, I've been kind of questioning if I like Superstar Saga more than Bowser's Inside Story. I don't know, just in terms of replay value, Superstar Saga definitely has a lot more than Bowser's Inside Story does, and it just feels more fun to play sometimes. But at the same time, I love the story and characters of Bowser's Inside Story so much, and just the way it caps off Superstar Saga's story is just brilliant. I love it. So, like, I just don't know which game I like more, because Superstar Saga has the gameplay that I love, but Bowser's Inside Story has the story that I love, and the gameplay isn't bad either, so, like, you know, it's not like a Paper Mario situation where I definitely like TTYD more, because even though the story isn't as good as Super's, the gameplay is far better. With Superstar Saga and Bowser's Inside Story, it's, like, very comparable to me. It's just, I think I might like Superstar Saga's gameplay more, but the story of Bowser's Inside Story is better in my opinion, so I just don't know. But, like, there's a reason that game was the best-selling, right? Not counting the remake. We don't talk about the remake. So, I don't know. But they're both really good in my opinion. And I'm glad both of them got remade, even if Bowser's Inside Story's remake kind of sucks. It does suck that Partners in Time got skipped over, though, because this one could have really used it. Could have used some reworking. Interesting, just making sure you're not going to say Dream Team. What's wrong with Dream Team? Don't worry, though. Like, Dream Team is really good, don't get me wrong. But yeah, it does have some problems that I don't really like as much. And it's not the graphics. I love the Dream Team art style, but, it's mostly, like, the middle segment of the game where you're just kind of getting the Ultibed parts and not really fighting any bosses aside from that one, Grobot refight. Like, that's it. Not really a whole lot going on there. That part of the game kind of, like, sucks in my opinion. But oh well. I think the giant battles are probably better in Dream Team than Bowser's Inside Story, in my opinion. But they also feel like a lot more scripted. especially the final one, so I don't know. I'm not a huge fan of scripted fights. Anyone who's seen the way I feel about Origami King definitely understands. Because, like, that game has a lot of scripted fights, and, like, the final boss fight especially feels terrible. Because you're just forced to do it, like, a specific way. Right after Stapler, which was however you want to, and Scissors, which was definitely however you want to. So, I don't know. Honestly, I just really like the length of Dream Team. It feels like tripping happens way more than any other Mario & Luigi game. Honestly, I don't know. I'd argue tripping happens a lot in Superstar Saga too. But, I guess, yeah, the length of Dream Team is kind of a problem, but in my opinion, it's only a problem because of two things. One, the middle segment of the game that I brought up, where you're looking for the ultimate parts. But the other segment that I don't like is the beginning. Because there's tutorials that go on for like an hour, and sometimes it repeats tutorials, and it's like, oh, you're in the dream world now. The battle mechanics are so different. They're not different. It's just like the tutorials at the beginning of the game. It is the slowest starting game I have ever played. It drags on forever. And that brings the game down so much for me because I don't enjoy starting it. Like, there's some really good stuff in Dream Team, but just those two segments of the game, especially the beginning, are just like... I'm sorry. Anyway. Honestly, may have just gotten extremely unlucky, to be fair. You might have. But yeah, no, like, I'm fine with longer games. Like, if Dream Team wants to be long, it can be long. I don't care. It's just, I don't want it to be long because of artificial padding and just... long tutorials and stuff like that. I don't like that. It feels very forced and just... like, it's just that. It's just padding. Okay, I'm a little more worried because the babies have smaller jumps, so I have, like, a better chance of, losing here. Alright. Okay. Here we go. I find it so weird how quickly the blocks turn there. Does anyone else notice that? Like, it feels like the blocks turn quicker in this tutorial than they do usually. Alright, let's see if I can nail this. These guys have, like, what, 15 HP? And the green shell is 16 hits? But I've also done some damage on this. Oh! Well, I have at least one more tech to dodge now. Alright, I'm gonna target the other one. I cannot target the other one. What the... Why? Why can't I target the other one? That sucks. Alright, so I'm gonna drop, feeling done with today's workout. Well, hopefully you don't miss the end. Hopefully, the stream won't miss the end either. I hate that so much. My god, you have to jump so late there. Alright, let's see if I can nail it this time. Alright, I mean, my favorite game is Persona 5 Royal, which is 120 hours, and I'm fine with that, but Dream Team feels like it could have ended in 2/3. Yeah. It's just whenever games are like, really long and drawn out that I don't like. There we go. Got lucky a few times, too, so I didn't even have to do it as many times. Look at that. Ironically, though, now that I'm thinking about it, so TTYD is rather short, but it does a lot of overworld padding via backtracking and like having linear hallway worlds, and that kind of sucks a lot, but that game is somehow my favorite game of all time. I think the battle system really like brings that game a whole lot more for me because it's just fun and engaging, like all the time. It doesn't ever feel like a slog. Except for when fog appears. I'll say that much. The fog really annoys me. Because it just kind of ruins the flow of the battle. But aside from that, like, the other stage effects are generally fine. Except when I get frozen. I need to replay Dream Team, to be honest. I've only played it once. Really? That's interesting. I've played, like, all of the Mario and Luigi games at least enough times to count it up on one hand. Some of them I've played more than enough times to count on two hands and my foot. So, I don't know. I've like fallen in love with this series, and I really do hope that Nintendo does something with it at some point. But who knows? I just hope they don't, like, make it bad if they do something with it. I'll even take a game that has, like, Paper Jam level storytelling, but maybe slightly better than that, because please, I don't want another Paper Jam. The game's got good gameplay, but the story and characters are so bland. And also, they had, like, a... Okay, this is something weird I just remembered. Paper Jam has, like, this really weird plot point where, like, Bowser and Paper Bowser are fighting a whole bunch, and then, like, they all just kind of, like, go separate from each other for, like, a moment, and they just start having these plots to, like... They start plotting to betray each other, and it's so weird because you would think they would actually do something with that, but then they didn't. Like, what happened to that plot line? I don't know, it's really weird. They never ended up doing anything with that, and they just end up like, ah, yeah, you hurt my son, we're all fine now, ah! We like each other again because you hurt our sons. Or something, I don't know. It's so weird. Super is my favorite Paper Mario game, but yeah, T2ID absolutely has better gameplay. I wish that Super could be my favorite Paper Mario game because the story and characters are, like, the best in the entire franchise. But the gameplay brings that game down so much for me. I am so sorry. It just doesn't work, in my opinion. And that's why T2ID is, like, a lot, like, way higher above it, in my opinion. But the overworld gameplay of T2ID sucks, too. So, I I don't know. I think I just have a bias toward that game because it's just something about it I like. I haven't had time to play it again. Good for you, though. They aren't good with writing stories nowadays, in my honest opinion. No, yeah, no, they're definitely not. They've got some good characters and, like, good ideas. Like, Super Mario Odyssey, everyone cites Super Mario Odyssey at this point, but that's, like, the best recent Mario game. And honestly, in my opinion, it's the best 3D Mario game. But, Hey, look, we made it to Bowser's Castle. We can die to a Goomba now. I play games explicitly for story and characters, so if games don't have that, they're failures to me, which is why I can't handle games like Bowser, or Breath of the... How did I get Bowser's Inside Story out of the Breath of the Wild acronym? What in the world? Can't handle games like Breath of the Wild. Yeah, I guess that's fair. I do feel like it does have a lot of story and characters, though. It's just... They hide it all in the memories and the DLC for some reason, and it's just super weird. So I really hope Tears of the Kingdom is a lot better. But, yeah, no, for me, when it comes to games, it would be great if I could look at it from, like, you know, just I love the story and characters point of view, and this has the best story, so it's my favorite game. But, unfortunately, that just doesn't really work with me because gameplay really matters, in my opinion. Like, if I'm not having fun with the gameplay, then I'm sorry, it doesn't matter if the story's good. Like, I'll still play it regardless, probably, especially if it's Mario. I've played Sticker Star like 5 times at this point for different challenge runs and stuff. Even though that, well, hold on, that was a terrible example actually, because that gameplay is just terrible, and the story is terrible. But like if it's Mario, like Super Paper Mario, I've played a lot of Super Paper Mario 2. But like that was for like challenge runs and stuff. I was trying to make the gameplay fun there because, in my opinion, like, gameplay really matters to me. Nothing wrong with that view of games, I absolutely understand. Yeah, no, of course, of course. And if you like story, that's good, too. Like, if gameplay doesn't matter to you, go for it. I don't really, like... You know, everyone has different opinions when it comes to video games, and I think that's beautiful. But, just me personally, the gameplay definitely matters a lot. But I also prefer if games have story, which is why I can't really get into games like, what's a good example? Like Rocket League or something? I don't know. Games where it's just like, it's just a game. There's no, like, story or anything, I guess. I can't really get into games like that. Yo, you live. Driving home now. Yeah, I'm still alive. How about that? I made it to Bowser's Castle. But can I make it to Toadwood Forest? A question for the ages. My problem is, I think after a certain point, I'm gonna stop battling enemies so much, unless I can, like, pretty much kill them in the first turn with, like, first strikes and stuff. If I can do that, it'll be, like, I might fight enemies more, but in general, after a certain point, I'm probably gonna stop fighting enemies just so that I can keep going as far as possible. Imagine if Super Paper Mario had TTYD. I'm assuming you meant to finish that with gameplay. If it had TTYD gameplay, I'm gonna be honest, no doubt about it, Super Paper Mario would be my favorite game in the series if it had TTYD gameplay. Preferably with better overworld gameplay, though, because TTYD's overworld gameplay, I know I'm being a broken record at this point, but the overworld gameplay sucked in that game. But, like, if it had TTYD gameplay, it would definitely be my favorite game in the Paper Mario series. Like, hands down. And you're done. Wait, what? Okay, now you're done. Okay, I forgot. They have a lot of HP compared to the previous enemies. Alright. I just feel like for any media, I want to come out differently than I went in somehow. Oh, yeah, no, of course. Of course. I love... No! Oh, wait, never mind. Mario has speed. Okay, you know what? I do need to focus on speed just to make sure that I can't get screwed over like that. Because that was terrifying for a second. How do you trip mid-air, man? That's one thing about the Mario and Luigi games I really don't like. You can trip mid-air. But, yeah. I definitely love games and just media in general that can, like, make me start crying. Mother 3 was a really good example of that. But I've never actually played the game myself. I regret to inform this. I watched someone else play it, so the experience has been soiled for me somewhat. But, like, I still cried at certain points watching that playthrough. Like, that is a very beautiful game, and I want to play it for myself someday. I like to call it my... Oh my god. I like to call it my favorite game that I've never played. I still tear up when listening to its music sometimes. Oh, great, that's helpful, thank you. Alright. I think I hold story and characters the most important, but if the gameplay is too bad for me, then yeah, I'm not gonna play. Yeah, that's like an issue. Alright, also before the stream ends, which Koopa Cruiser Troopa designs do you prefer? Definitely Superstar Saga. Preferably Superstar Saga Remake, but that's only because you can like see the detail in it a whole lot more, and I love that. I love that. You can even see what it looks like when it's all destroyed a lot better too. So, that's cool. To be fair, the gameplay of Mother 3 is super fun. Yeah, I don't know. I tried Earthbound, and it was just kind of like, okay, at least at the start. I didn't get super far into it, and I think Mother 3 is, like, kind of the same, but, like, a lot better, because for one, there's, like, a rhythm-based attack system or something, which is really cool. I'm, like, actually wanting to get involved with the gameplay of that game just because of that. But, there's also the rolling HP counter that all the Mother games have, and I think that's a really cool concept, too. I really need more attack power. Oh! I get so scared every time I jump early like that. Ooh, lucky hit. Cool. Alright, man, I need to get into the Mother series. I need to see the remakes designs again. Okay, this is gonna be kind of a hot take. Hear me out, hear me out. So as far as... I want to hear everyone's opinions first, actually. Visually, what do you think is the best looking game in the Mario and Luigi series? I want everyone to give me your opinions on it right now. I'll actually wait, just to make sure I don't end the stream before I get to hear everyone's opinions and give my own. The reason I think Mother 3 outdoes Earthbound is because of the rhythm stuff. It's so good. Rhythm, huh? Interesting. Yeah, whenever you attack, it's like, you press the A button to the rhythm of the music, but like, you know, the game's music has like swing tempo a lot of the time, and sometimes it's like really hard to keep up with. So you can get like hit combos in, and that's actually really important to know in gameplay because you do a lot of damage with each hit. But it does scale down, just like you would expect. Bowser's Inside Story? Yeah, I kind of expected that. Superstar Saga Remake? Ooh, yeah! Okay. What about you, Troopa? Kind of hard for me to pick? It's alright. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and be honest right now. So my favorite game in the Mario and Luigi... Well, no. That sounds wrong. In my opinion, the best looking Mario and Luigi game visually is the Superstar Saga Remake. I don't know if it's just because of how much I love the Dream Team style, or if it's like No, it's a combination of things. It's like the Dream Team style and the 60 frames per second gameplay that's just consistently smooth, unlike Bowser's Inside Story, which can't even get 30. And also, like, the incredible dynamic lighting that they somehow managed to pull off on the sprites. I think that looks so cool on the 3DS. On the 3DS. Maybe if it was on another system, it would probably look a little more, like, eh. But on the 3DS, that looks so cool. In my opinion, it's the best looking game in the Mario & Luigi series. So, alright. But Bowser's Inside Story is really close too. I don't know if I prefer the original graphics or the remake for that one more. Because both are really good. The Bowser's Inside Story original is very charming though. Definitely prefer the pixel art of the first 3 games, but the Dream Team style has better backgrounds. Oh, definitely, yeah. I also find it very interesting. 60 FPS was great in the Superstar Saga remake. If only they could have made the Bowser's Inside Story remake playable. Yeah, right? Dude, I want to do like this whole freaking discussion video where I just talk about the... Or maybe it could be a stream, I don't know. Maybe it could be like a podcast. I don't know. I'm not sure. I've been like getting ideas for like podcast-like streams or videos recently. But I've been really wanting... Like one of the topics that I've been thinking about for one of these has been just talking about the Mario & Luigi remakes and, you know, how, you know, what they do right, what they do wrong and all that. And, you know, it would just give me an excuse to rant about the Bowser's Inside Story remake for a little while and, like, how I feel like it's such a terrible remake, but it does this and this and this right. And I think that's really cool because the original didn't have these and, you know, yada, yada, yada. I think that would be really fun to do. Or just, like, general ranting about the Mario & Luigi series. I want to have, like, some sort of podcast-like thing where I do that at some point. It would be so cool. I would love it. I also have a few other ideas. I think I mentioned one of them on Twitter recently. So for those of you who have Twitter, I tend to like just talk about... Well, I mostly talk about stream stuff. Honestly, I don't really have anything else to talk about. But yeah, how Bowser's Minions is awful and a mistake. Oh, definitely, dude. The remakes would be so much better if they didn't... If they just didn't focus on the side content. But, like, the Bowser's Inside Story remake especially was so obviously rushed. And it would have been better if they just didn't do Bowser Jr.'s Journey, because it is a lot better than Bowser's Minions was. But it still kind of sucks a little bit. And, like, the remake as a whole would have been a lot better if they just didn't focus on those side games. How about focus on the side games when they're actually good and engaging to play, like Bowser's Fury was? Alright. No! Don't! God, okay. Tilt the D-pad. I didn't get the... Uh-oh. Okay. I get so scared every time I miss the enemy. I really need to get used to the tilted D-pad controls. Alright. I have so much to rant about for the Bowser Minions and Bowser Jr.'s Journey stories and characterizations. Oh yeah, for sure. Why'd they make Bowser Jr. such a little brat? Like he... Every time I jump early like that, it scares me. Why did they make Bowser Jr. such a little brat, though? Like, he already kind of was, but he's just so unlikable at the beginning of the game. I know it was to, like, have a whole character growth thing happen, but, like... My god, they could have at least made him likable. I'm home now, be right back. What if they added more to the main game than made the game itself more fun to play? Yeah, like... I'm still a little salty about the boss arena in Bowser's Inside Story. I don't like how they added the giant battles, but didn't add more of the Mario and Luigi boss battles, nor added the regular Bowser boss battles. Like, what? What was the logic in that? Why did they do that? Not to mention, for some reason, the tapping, like the rapid tapping on the touchscreen, is broken in the Bowser's Inside Story remake, so you have to actually tap slower so that the game can register all your taps, because for some reason if you tap super quick, it just doesn't work. Like, why? What happened there? I even tested it on an emulator just to make sure I wasn't like breaking my DS touchscreen or something. I tested it with like clicking the mouse and it didn't work either. It's so weird. My hot take is that Bowser Jr. was never a good character idea. They probably knew those games wouldn't sell because they suck. Honestly. I also would have really liked it if there was a boss arena in the Superstar Saga remake. I was a little let down that that wasn't a thing. They could have easily put that, like, as a side room in the pipe house next to Bean Bean Castle or something. I don't know. I am glad they added the achievement thing and didn't make it, like, super weird like it was in Dream Team and Paper Jam, though. But, I just realized I could be using green shells to make this quicker. Oh well. Yeah! So they crammed them into games and they knew people would... yeah, they crammed them into games they knew people would already buy. Yeah. Honestly, they could have made the tactical gameplay good, just like in general, but it would have needed some serious work, man. Like, having the game play itself, essentially, that was already a step in the wrong direction, and there wasn't much they could do from that point to make it better. Like, that just kind of stinks. Okay, when's the next level up? I really want to do more attack damage. Because I get nervous every time I have to dodge one of these attacks. I guess, I don't know, if there's one thing I, like, literally just thought about, if they added the boss arena in Superstar Saga Remake, they probably would have felt obligated to add the special attack minigames too. And that wouldn't really have worked for Superstar Saga's Bros attacks, because they're all, like, super quick one-and-dones. Which is honestly better in my opinion, but, you know. There was borderline nothing there, right? Literally the only good thing across either of those games was, like, the story in Bowser Jr.'s journey. I think it was pretty good, aside from how they characterized Bowser Jr. Bowser Jr. just sucks. But, like, I feel like the story was overall pretty good, and I loved the Brute Force Federation, or the Best Fitness Friends, or whatever you want to call them. Also, Dieter is kinda... how do I say this? He's a little flamboyant, if you catch my drift. But no, I actually do love the new villains that they added in. But the way they were like, oh, they're the same species as Midbus, sorry. That was kind of like, what? They don't... Aside from being pink, they don't even look remotely similar. You could have at least given them pig snouts or something if you were going to claim that. I don't know. Shit! Okay, I'm turning the gamepad again. I am very bad at this. Alright, I am going to try to, like, focus a little bit more on the gameplay, though, because I don't want this stream to feel like it's dragging out just because I'm talking a whole bunch. I will try to talk more, though. Just let me get through this first, because apparently I suck at using a 90-degree rotated D-pad. This is so weird. Why did they do this? No! Why did I hold down? There was no reason for me to. I'm literally holding the gamepad sideways. Oh my god, I'm so bad at this. I can do rotated controls whenever, or like inverted controls, I can do that too. I can do inverted or rotated controls whenever it's like a temporary thing, but when it's like the entire game, I can't do it, man. I can't. Alright. So do you really think Nintendo could do as well as Alpha Dream at these games? I don't know. Here's my thing. If Nintendo continues the Mario and Luigi series, I kind of hope they... Actually, do I? I don't know. I'm unsure right now, because I don't know how well Nintendo does with spin-off Mario games, because they usually tend to, like, hand these titles off to other developers, right? But then they also mandate these things that are like, do this and this and this, and don't do this and don't do this. And it's, like, super weird. You're still alive. Yeah, because I've been talking for, like, 15 minutes. But, like, I don't know. Mario Odyssey was good, but, like, the other Mario games this generation have really sucked, especially the sports titles. Origami King is, like, the only other Mario spin-off that I felt was okay this generation. Bowser's Fury was pretty good, too, but that was, like, I don't know. I don't really consider that one a spin-off. I actually consider that part of the main thing, even though it was, like, a mini-game. Wi-Fi in the kitchen is not working this time around. Oh. Okay, I'll admit, I've been live for a lot longer than I thought I would. It's been like an hour. But I also haven't made it very far, so... When... Alright. Maybe let the devs develop the games they want. Yeah, honestly! Like, the Mario games were so much better when Nintendo wasn't mandating a whole bunch of stuff. Like, Mario plus Rabbids. You know, actually, I forgot about Mario plus Rabbids. Mario plus Rabbids has been pretty good. Not too sure about the inclusion of the Rabbids, but, like, Sparks of Hope actually made them into real, legitimate characters, and that is so much better than how they were characterized in Kingdom Battle. I can take that. Like, I actually am looking forward to the Mario plus Rabbids series continuing if they go along with this. I hope they establish some kind of thing like it's an alternate timeline, though, because it would make weird if they weren't in the other... Or it would be weird if they weren't in the other, games. If it's not an alternate universe or something. But, like... I have been enjoying the Mario plus Rabbids games, aside from, like, the overworld gameplay. Those have been pretty good. But, Mario Party Superstars was good. Yeah, that one too, but it also felt a little, like... lacking, I guess? Because there wasn't really a whole lot to do. There was just, like, side modes, and then there was the main party mode, and that was it. There wasn't really, like... There wasn't much of a single-player mode, I guess. And there were only 5 boards. So, it was pretty good. It just didn't really keep me hooked, I guess. God, it's so weird that the Mario plus Rabbids games are actually good. Yeah, right? Look at that, they high leaped again. But yeah, no, if Mario and Luigi does continue... I don't know. I guess I can only really hope that they're good. Because I can't say for sure what developers would actually make them good. I guess, Level 5 games, the developers of Yokai Watch, they would probably make it pretty good as long as Nintendo isn't, like, super strict about what to do, I guess. They would probably change the gameplay up a bit, though, which would kind of upset me, but whatever. Alright, piggyback time. If I can get over to you. Please, thank you. Oh, wait. But of course, they refused to give the one game that was, like, their classic design games any DLC. Yeah, right? No, Super Mario Party didn't get anything either, did it? Has Mario Party ever gotten DLC? I don't know if it has. High leap again. Also, the Koopalings are supposed to be Bowser's army generals now, and yet they are still absent from a lot of the places where it would make sense to use them, so I don't know if the Rabbids need concern. Right? Well, I don't know, because the Rabbids are, like, all over the place in the Mario plus Rabbids games. That's why it's, like, weird to me if they're not in the other games, too. Like, they're just casually hanging around Peach's castle at the beginning of Sparks of Hope, aren't they? So is Beepo. I don't know, I kind of like, as much as I do like the Mario plus Rabbids games, I do kind of hope that they cap it off with, like, an end to the storyline at some point where, like, oh, there we go, where everyone gets sent back to their original worlds, or something, and Beepo gets sent back to, like, please, to, the real world or whatever, I guess, because, like, that's a thing in the Mario plus Rabbids games for some reason. Like, an actual real world where Mario's just, like, a game series, which is cool, I guess. That kind of leads into something I'm gonna do later. You didn't hear that. But anyway. They've infected the Mario universe as an invasive species. It hasn't, but Super Mario Party and Superstars were both clearly primed for DLC, and yet they got nothing, right? Wait, I didn't get that? Oh, I did. Oh, wait, these are coins, aren't they? We haven't got any gear yet, have we? Hold on, let me check. Ugh! Oh, wait. Oh, no, never mind. Those Rabbids are about as invasive as the Miis were, yeah. What happened to them? What happened to the Miis? Just kind of disappeared, I guess. I don't know. Like, what, Super Mario Run was the last game where they actually had much of a presence, and then from there it was just, I don't know, New Super Mario Bros. U Deluxe? Unless Mario Maker counts, but I don't think it should. Why did I save just now? What was the point of that? But, yeah, to finally answer the original question, I would hope that they're good, but I can't say for sure if they would be. I feel like level 5 would probably do a good job, and if we're looking for, like, the expressiveness of the Mario and Luigi games, next level games would be really good for it too. But we also saw the way they handled Mario Strikers Battle League, and that was a bit iffy. If not for, like, the mandates that Nintendo's been doing for some reason. But, like, it still was just kind of like a weird experience. The Mii's disappeared as suddenly as they appeared, right? At least Mario plus Rabbids has, like, some story with the rabbits appearing, so maybe if they ever do disappear or whatever, there would be, like, a story event tied to that, too. Perhaps. It would be cool if Mario plus Rabbids was just, like, a trilogy of games, you know? Maybe they could actually cap it off this time instead of dragging these series along farther than they need to. I don't know. Not saying Dream Team or Origami King are unwelcome, because I do like those games. It's just... both Mario and Luigi and Paper Mario kind of got dragged along longer than they needed to be after the third game. Both of the third games would have sufficed as perfect endings, so I hope Mario plus Rabbids 3 is like that too. Okay, I get it, I get it, I get it. Yeah, see, look, okay, hold on. You saw that, right? So, like, when I went to the items by accident, it was the normal block speed, but whenever I went to Green Shell, it snapped. You saw that, right? Like, I'm not crazy. Almost certain that the problems with Battle League were almost entirely because of Nintendo. Oh, it has to have been. It couldn't have been next level games, right? Like, maybe it could have been. But, like, all of the other Mario sports titles have been so bland, too. So, like, it's gotta be a Nintendo thing. Please stop well. Oh, by the way, I just want to talk about a little detail about this fight that I find weird. So, in the overworld, Kamek summons a Goomba, right? But when you go into the battle, it's a Boo, and he summons a Goomba later. So what's that all about? Okay, you're gonna make me do Green Shell with Baby Luigi now, right? Yeah, I saw it. Yeah, it's so weird. Bum bra 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 bum bra. Oh. Yeah, how long do I have to do this? I'm in a hurry, so I'm gonna summon both enemy types now. Bleh. Oh wait, so this should be like... oh, this isn't gonna insta-kill, is it? No, it's not. I'll have to dodge the Goomba, I guess, because I don't want to deal with the Boo. Okay, I'll dodge both. Ba-da. Woo. The Goomba died of old age. Oh, clearly. Inconsistency? Yeah. I bought kidney... somehow I read kidney stones. I have not been on my reading game lately. I don't know. A part of me wonders if I might be, like, slightly dyslexic because of how often I misread words. Alright, I bought kidney beans today and just cooked them, but I don't even know if this is something you're supposed to eat on its own. Yeah, I wouldn't know, Steven. Sorry. Also, is it gonna cause me to shit my ass? Maybe. Kidney beans. That's like, those are the kinds of beans that get used in like red beans and rice down in the south, right? I just had that for lunch today, by the way. But yeah, I don't know if you're supposed to eat them on your own. I think it's like put it on rice or something. Blah. Finally, a chance to upgrade Mario's power because he does not need the speed whatsoever. Beep, 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 beep. What? No, I'm calling shenanigans on that one. I pressed that A button so early and it still rolled over to the next one. Nah. I'm calling BS. You're slightly dyslexic? Honestly. I can tell. No, I'm kidding, I'm kidding. Beep, beep. Beep, beep, beep. Beep, beep, beep. Beep. Okay, that one was my fault. I'll admit to that one. Not officially diagnosed, but I know it's what it is for me. Murder time. Right? And the text box goes off with him, which I think is a really cool detail. Unlike that shadow. That shadow was not very well placed. You're gonna be annoying, aren't you? Ah! That actually scared the crap out of me whenever it just moved forward like that. Alright, this might be where I lose a run. I hope not, but I don't I don't remember the regular Boom Guy's attack patterns. I don't remember how fast it goes. And I think I do tend to screw up on these. So, wish me luck, but I am going to try to take them out first, officially. Or not officially. Where did that word come from? Or, like, usually I'm going to try to take them out first. Wow! Okay. I think green shells are the way to go with these guys. Oh, definitely. Okay. Unless jumping might be fine, actually. I don't have their HP memorized. Okay. I think my biggest thing is I definitely have to make sure I don't trip with Luigi. Or actually, no, I can't trip with Mario either, because the boos keep going first. I just have to make sure I don't trip, like, period. Because if I do, runs over. If I trip at any point, that's it. Okay. Oh god, there's another one. I was like perfectly fine there, yet I still got scared. Okay, no, I'm gonna keep using the green shells until the next level up. After the next level up, I'll do regular jumps, but for now I'm gonna use these. Because I'm too scared of these guys. Okay. Next level up for Mario, I mean, not for the babies, because I'm sure the babies are going to be, like, within the next 2 fights, aren't they? Oh, no, they're here! Okay. Alright, let's get Baby Mario's power up a little bit. Because, here's the thing. We do not have to worry about literally any stat other than power with the babies. Because HP and defense are useless, right? Stash? Who cares? It's lucky hits. As long as we have high attack power, it doesn't matter much if we get lucky or not. And speed, the babies develop their, like, high speed values so insanely quickly that there's no reason to ever update that, or not update, increase that stat. Like, ever. I'm being 100% honest, you do not need to upgrade speed at all in this game with the babies. Ah! Got the 4. Okay, good. Apparently you can eat kidney beans just as is, not freshly picked ones, though. Good to hear. Huh? Got it again. Thank you all for being here, by the way. I actually really appreciate that this stream has gotten a lot more support than the usual. Thank you. Okay, I have so many green shells. I would be stupid not to use them, honestly. Ooh, you know what I'm scared for? If I make Toadwood Forest, I'm scared of the, No, I'm not. Never mind. It would be cool if I could make it to at least the first, actual mini-boss in this game, though. That being the Hammer Rose. I want to make it at least that far. If I can make it that far, I'll be happy. Apparently all kinds of freshly picked beans are poisonous beans. Wow, Mario and Luigi are just poisoning themselves, apparently. Not deadly, but screwing up your stomach, and not just talking about diarrhea. Beans. I love beans. Beans are great. That's kind of scary still. It was one of the first recommendations when I was watching a Chuck Connery video, so YouTube actually did its job for once. Okay, I have a question. What video were you watching? Was it the Sticker Star or I'm sorry, was it one of the Sticker Star videos, or was it, like, his recent Paper Mario N64 playthrough? I haven't been watching the playthrough, but I've been watching the Sticker Star videos because I love hearing people rant about games, and he just goes off on Sticker Star. But, that was a lie. I don't like hearing people rant about games, but, like, the way he does it makes it more acceptable, in my opinion, because it actually feels fair, and not just whiny. But, Hunky Leap Bros. You know, Mario and Luigi are superhuman at this point. Oh, for sure. Started rewatching his Dark Moon video. Oh, alright. Interesting. But yeah, no, I've been watching his Sticker Star videos, and, like, I already knew the battle system was bad in the game, because, you know, I've played it, like, 5 times. but it never really hit with me just how bad the battle system is and how much it doesn't work with itself until he, like, described every aspect of it. And then it, like, started to click, like, oh my god, it really is that bad, isn't it? To be fair, Sticker Star is also a crap game. Oh, yeah, for sure. Sticker Star's like the one game where I'm like, yeah, you know what, all you people, just start ranting about it. I don't really care. Like, there are parts of the game that I enjoy, but overall, it is a sucky experience, man. Ah! I'm sorry for that delayed reaction, but just seeing Baby Luigi go down before the Goomba started moving scared me. Yeah, he presents it really well. It just caught up on a Sticker Star minutes yesterday. The whole Mario Luigi versus Sephiroth thread made me realize how superhuman they are. Oh, yeah. The way they can just counterattack huge balls of energy is hilarious, especially. Not to mention their wacky little bros attacks. Oh, lucky. Cool. That was like one of the funniest things that's happened on Twitter in a long while. I'm so glad that everyone just unanimously agreed how that fight would turn out. That was so funny. Don't put me right there. There's a freaking boom guy that shoots bullet bills. Yes, I'm aware of how to activate it. Alright, I'm gonna like... Shut up. Of course I know how. Yep, you don't have to show me. Thank you for the sarcastic response. I love that. I stopped the game when I got to the first boss because I realized it wanted me to have a specific attack and just threw the game out. After I realized, I realized after watching these videos, I dodged a bullet. Oh, you definitely dodged a bullet. No, for sure. Sticker Star was my first Paper Mario. It was my second, believe it or not. And the first time I played it, this was before I had even, like, gotten involved with Paper Mario Online. Like, all I knew about the game was, it's another Paper Mario game. I kind of enjoyed Super Paper Mario. Maybe I'll enjoy this one. And, like, at this point, I had already started playing Bowser's Inside Story, and I was enjoying that one. So I was, like, I was still getting used to RPG combat, but I had an idea of what it was like. And I was, like, a really young kid at this point. And I actually ended up putting Sticker Star down on my first playthrough. I put Color Splash down too, but that actually wasn't a fault of the game. It was because my gamepad had like really bad drift issues, so I couldn't continue past Kiwano Temple. But no, as soon as I got a new gamepad, I definitely like continued playing that game again because, I don't know, I at least wanted to know what it was like. But yeah. Cartoon physics for the win. Did you enjoy it, Blight Limp? Hello, she. I hated it. Hi, Linky. Hey, hi! But yeah, no, I didn't hate Sticker Star at any given... Well, no, I did. There was actually a point where I genuinely hated the game because I started getting involved online and I was like, wow, this game really did ruin everything, didn't it? But now I've just kind of gone back to being like... I don't want to say neutral in the game, but it's like... I'll play it. I will play the game. Sometimes reluctantly, but I'll play it if I'm doing, like, a full series. Oh, I don't like that. Okay, yeah, thank you, actually. Sticker Star was so heartbreaking. It wasn't even heartbreaking for me, it was just boring. That game was boring as hell. Oh my god. Get up! Okay. Oh, there's 3 of them. Oh, God. Okay, I'm getting out of here, actually. I don't want to do this fight. I honestly thought Sticker... It is. Sticker Star is so boring. Chugga Conroy kind of said it best, but, like, by the time you get to World 2, you really start to realize that nothing is happening in the game. And I kind of tried to quote him almost exactly as I could on purpose, because he said it, like, really well. But, like... You can be, like, playing the game, and, you know, World 1, it's pretty alright. It's kind of a bland start to the game. Some of the Paper Mario games just have bland starts. It's fine, whatever. First boss is a little iffy. You're not required to have the thing to be. You're not required to have anything aside from the scissors in Bowser Jr. Bowser Jr.'s first fight, and the fish hook in the Cheep Cheep fight. But you know, with like, oh, you know, it was just kind of a slow start to the game, but it was just kind of whatever. But then by the time you get to World 2, it's like, literally the only thing that happens is you fight Kamek in World 2-2. And that's it. There's no story events or anything. You can maybe encounter, like, the troublesome toad or whatever that's always getting picked on by enemies. But, like, that's completely optional. It's not a story event or anything. There's just nothing that happens in the game, and progression is entirely around thing stickers. It's so... It's just so boring. Like, that was one thing about Color Splash that actually brings it above Sticker Star. At least stuff happens in that game. Even if it's, like, stupid stuff, at least stuff happens. The most that happens in Sticker Star is, like, the Enigma Mansion level. And, like, you have to do the whole thing with Wiggler, but that's, like, annoying. But, like, you have, like, Sniff It or Whiff It, or hit it or sniff it if you're in if you're in Europe. But, like, you have Sniff It or Whiff It, you have the Enigma Mansion. I don't know, I guess Kirsty kind of gets kidnapped for the last level of World 5. And because of that, you're not allowed to save your progress for whatever stupid reason. Well, I guess you can't save your progress at all when Kirsty's not around, because you couldn't do it in the Scuttlebug level either. But, like, just in general, I don't know, man. There's just not a whole lot that happens in Sticker Star. And it really sucks. Sorry I'm the only one just talking about random stuff. It's fine. I can't say I ever hated Sticker Star, but, like, it did genuinely depress me for a bit. I'm neutral on it now. I'm about the same. I'm neutral, but I'll still play it, if you know what I mean. Mostly for challenge runs, though, because admittedly, the game is a little fun to challenge run. I'll give it that. But that's actively playing the game not how the developers intended. So, does that count? I don't know. I came to Sticker Star relatively quick after FFX, Mother 3, and Persona 5. Really? I get frustrated very easily at puzzles that feel impossible. Same with Paper Jam. Really? I actually found Paper Jam pretty alright. It was depressing, honestly. I'll admit, because I was watching the trailer, and I didn't really pick up on the hints of it when I was watching the trailer, but I was, like, so excited, because at that point, I had played 3 Paper Mario games, and I had played... Had I played all of the Mario and Luigi games? I think I had. I at least owned all of the Mario and Luigi games by that point. If I hadn't finished Superstar Saga yet. But, you know, when Paper Jam got announced, I was, like, so excited because I'd played 3 of the Paper Mario games, those being Super Paper Mario, Sticker Star, and T2ID. And I didn't like Sticker Star, but the other 2 were fine. And I was like, wow, this is so cool! I love both of these series! I can't wait for the crossover! And then it released, and I got it, like, day 1, and I was playing it in the car, and it was cool, and you fight Goombas, and this Superstar Saga battle theme is here, and is anything interesting going to happen? The game it has, like, some plot points that are kind of interesting that you wouldn't see in something like New Super Mario Brothers, but, like, the story and characters of that game are so, like, cookie cutter that it's also kind of depressing, and it's my least favorite Mario and Luigi game just for that alone. But the gameplay is really good, and I actually prefer the gameplay of Paper Jam over Partners in Time. Partners in Time is my least favorite gameplay-wise, because I just don't like the Bros items. Not just the fact that they're items, but, like, the items themselves, I don't like them because they're too overpowered. Neutral disappointed, right? I'll still watch Sticker Star, so there's that. So after 3 real RPGs, it was impossible to think Sticker Star was even okay. Sticker Star is not an RPG. I don't let it count. Sticker Star is an action-adventure game with turn-based combat. We will not call it an RPG in this house. I will call it a Mario RPG, but it is not an RPG. Yeah, that's fair. I was excited for Paper Jam 2, but it just ended up being another snore fest for me. I stopped before the Koopaling Gauntlet. Oh, that's like at the end of the game, dude. I just couldn't bring myself to finish. I technically need to get up in 6.5 hours, and I still need to prepare for a presentation tomorrow. No, Linky, Sticker Star is very much an RPG. It's just a really bad one. I dropped Paper Jam. It was, yeah, boring. Paper Jam is almost impossible for me to comprehend. The two RPGs having such memorable and enjoyable characters and RPG or villains, and they just used Bowser? Really? Paper Jam... Dude, it was such a letdown. I don't hate the game. I'm not even, like, disappointed in it. I'm not neutral. It's just like... No, I am neutral. It's just like, it's a game. There was a point in, like, a few years back, around 2019, when I was especially obsessive about the Mario and Luigi series, and it was always like, I would just play these games in a loop, again and again and again. I was just going through them in sequential order, just playing them in a loop. And I was, like, even when I got to Paper Jam, I was like, you know what, this is gonna be fun, you know? Dream Team was pretty slow. This one's a lot faster than Dream Team, so there's that. I'll enjoy it. It's fun. Nowadays, I'm kind of out of, like, my Mario and Luigi funk. I still love this series more than any other Mario series, but I'm not, like... I don't sit there and, like, replay the games repeatedly. I'll still get moods to, but I won't replay it. But, like, Superstar Saga, Bowser's Inside Story, and occasionally Dream Team are the only two that I ever get the or only three that just completely just disregarded Dream Team for a second. They're the only three that I ever get urges to play anymore. Because I don't like Partners in Time's gameplay, and Paper Jam's story and characters suck. So, like, I only really care about those 3 games at this point. I say while I'm playing Partners in Time. But, anyway. I played Sticker Star when it came out and dropped it somewhere in World 1 due to boredom. Okay, so here's the thing. So, I dropped Sticker Star because it was boring, but there's another reason. It was confusing, too. And, everyone who played the game can, like... Yeah, it's confusing because it's just, like, it's thing-based progression, and it doesn't tell you what things you need, when, where to use them, none of that. So, like, I got the trumpet, and I actually went into World 2, and I used the trumpet in a battle against an enemy, not realizing it would be important later. And, go to sleep. But, like... what was I about to say? Right, no, not right. Where was I going with that? What was I talking about? Huh? It's gone. What was I talking about a moment ago? I got too hyper. I forgot. Alright, hold on. Superstar Saga, Bowser's Ancestry, Dream Team. I was talking about how I get urges to play those. I'm also... Right, Sticker Star. I put it down. So, Sticker Star. I put it down because of boredom. I had the trumpet and all that. And then, like, I used it in a fight against an enemy in World 2 because I wanted to see what it did. And then I progressed a little bit into World 2. And then I was like, let's check out World 3. And there was just, like, the Sleeping Wiggler. No, I went, like, all the way into World 2, all the way to Drybank Stadium. But I got to, like, that little void thing, and I was like, what am I supposed to do here? Because, you know, mandatory secrets. I got one of the 3 pieces, one of the 3 scraps, and that was from Damp Oasis. I remember, that's the one I got. I didn't get the one from Yoshi Sphinx. I didn't even know it was there, even though it's, like, the second most obvious one. And I definitely didn't get the one in, I don't remember what the first level is called, but that one. Oh my god, fine! So, you know, I couldn't continue through World 2, and then I was like, let's check out World 3, and there was, like, the Sleeping Wiggler, and I couldn't do anything with him, and I'm like, what do I do here? I didn't look up a guide or anything like that, because I was a really young kid, and I just wanted to figure it out for myself, but, like, I was just stuck in both World 2 and World 3, and, like, yes, you can get the things again. You can just go back to Goomba Fortress and get the trumpet, or you can go to the guy in Decalburg that sells the things. But the problem is, I did not know about either of those, so I was just stuck. And that's the big reason why I finally ended up putting the game down, because not only was it boring, but I also just got stuck out of nowhere, so it was just like, why bother at this point? Who cares? I don't. And then I played T2ID, and I loved it, and I'm like, what is wrong with Sticker Star? Oh, well. Alright, let's get some gear. But anyway, time to read the chat again, because I keep going back and forth between talking about my own thing and reading the chat. I'm not used to there actually being activity. Thank you all for being here again. I will keep thanking you. Taking my reference that made me learn how to do dishes more effectively. Oh, did it now? Oh, I don't have coins. It's fine, I can sell. I don't need any of this. What in the world? Why do I have these? Wait, no. There we go. Look at this. Alright. So, the Dimencio and Fawful team-up was right there within reach. Okay, I'll admit, that would have been cool, but I don't agree with it. And the reason being, both Dimencio and Fawful both had, like, their wonderful little arc ends. Like, they died. You know, they like, finished off their storylines in Super Paper Mario and Bowser's Inside Story. Fawful especially, like, he's gone. I don't want him to come back, honestly, because that would kind of ruin the ending of Bowser's Inside Story for me. So, like, it would have been cool to see, don't get me wrong. Maybe they could have done, like, the reverse. Had, like, a real Dimencio and a fake or not fake, paper Fawful. But, I wouldn't have wanted them to use the ones that, like, actually died in their respective games. Because in my opinion, that would have been, like, disrespecting the characters' storylines. But it would have been cool, don't get me wrong. I'm disappointed in Paper Jam after hearing what the original story plan was. What was it? Wait, there was an original story plan? What was it? Tell me about it in DMs, after the stream. I want to know. Would have Paper Fawful? Yeah. Alright, nice. Yeah, no problem, man. Thinking about it, I wonder whether he vacuumed his room ever since I did it for him in October. I'm not sure if he did. I don't know. But, like, why would he talk about those things? Then bring back Phantasma, who God screwed out of his big villain moment. Didn't he die too? He, like, bloated up and exploded? Oh, well, whatever. Koopalings explode too. Oh, well. You know what? Yeah, they could have brought back Phantasma, honestly. Maybe if they wanted to. I just don't want them to bring back Fawful or Cackletta because their storylines are finished. I wouldn't want them to come back. What about if Paper Jam was not canon? If it was not canon, sure, I guess? Or, like, maybe if it took place before Bowser's Inside Story and Super Paper Mario, respectively. But, I don't know, man. Alright, so what was I wanting to do with these? Drop almost no... Okay, these aren't, like... Wait! Hold on, wait. I need to see something right now. Hold on, wait. Why did I buy that gear? If I click unequip right now... It's all defense. Why do I care about this? Why did I buy the gear? What's wrong with me? Hasmo died. His explosion was similar to Fawful's. Yeah. If it was non-canon, I guess. Some people actually do argue that Paper Jam is not canon, but that's only because they say it is, because it was unoriginal. I feel like that's kind of a poor excuse to claim that it's not canon, though. I don't really agree with it, personally. Alright, hold on. I'm gonna unequip my gear. Because I don't need this stuff. Yeah. Alright, before we talk about it, I just hope Mario RPGs aren't dead. I hope they aren't either. I personally don't think they are. The state of Paper Mario right now is very concerning, but Origami King was a good step. It was a good step up from Color Splash, which was in itself a good step. Unfortunately, it's still not really much of an RPG, more than it is an action-adventure game with turn-based combat. But it was still cool, and I liked it. Oh, apparently I was 40 seconds behind. But Mario plus Rabbids, I do consider that to be a very good series. Worth playing, honestly. It's just not quite the same style of RPG as Mario and Luigi and Paper Mario are. So, I'm a little iffy about it myself, as far as the gameplay is concerned. But, like, whatever. Do I care about this? I don't really care about this. I'm impervious to all status effects. Use as many attack items as you like, but lose a lot of power. I'm not doing that. Simplify attack. What does that even do? Like, what does that mean? Does that loosen up the timing or something? Maybe I could use that. Whatever. Why not? I don't really need the others, if I'm being honest with you. Actually, hold on. I will do the training badge for the babies, because at that point I'm already, like, super weak anyway, so I don't care as much. And I'd like to be able to just not waste attack items. Alright, but I'm salty they screwed Intasma over just to make Bowser look better. I think it was... I'm split on it, actually. So, like, on one hand, I would have loved Intasma to be the final villain, but on the other, I think it was a huge, like, cool moment, because it was just, like, it was a growing point for Bowser. It allowed Intasma to have the final Dream World battle, while Bowser had the final Real World battle while having Dream World elements, and that was cool. But also, it, like, showed growth in Bowser's character, because he was not about to be betrayed again after he had already been betrayed so many times before. So I do think that was, a really cool moment. It just kind of sucks that Intasma couldn't be the final boss. Alright. Absolutely agree. They just threw out a great villain just to make a boring villain slightly less boring. You're on autopilot, I guess. Right? Yeah. But Mario plus Rabbids has a Ubisoft factor. Yeah, I know. At least the characters have very good expressions. Maybe a little too many good expressions. I don't know. Alright, I'm gonna, hold on. I'm just gonna read the chat and just not talk about my own stuff for a little bit, because I've been hanging around this shop for a little too long. And I want to, move on to Toadwood Forest. Wait, these are actually gonna be really good. Okay. But, I don't know. I think Mario plus Rabbids is a pretty good game. It's just the overall gameplay is really boring. Alright, yeah, but from what I remember, Intasma wasn't planning on betraying Bowser. Bowser just completely backstabbed him. Well, that's the thing, though. Intasma may not have been planning on betraying Bowser, but, it didn't look like the Elite Trio was planning on betraying Bowser either, yet they still did it in Bowser's Inside Story. So, he just wasn't about to have that sort of thing happen again. I think that's why they did it. They wanted to show Bowser as, grown as a villain or something. I don't know. He's very distrusting of other people now. Ooh, let's see if we can hear the Elmo sirens. No, they're too far away. Oh well. Yeah, props to Bowser for finally not being a tool, I guess, but still, it wasn't a good move. I mean, the Ubisoft factor is, it doesn't sell good enough. Yeah. Well, here's the thing. I'm sure there's going to be more Mario plus Rabbids games and more Mario plus Rabbids content. Plus, they're not going to back out on the DLC on us that they already announced. Especially not the Rayman one. But, it is disappointing that they saw the, 3 million sales that Sparks of Hope got, and were, they just felt it was underwhelming. I understand it, because the first game sold, 10 million or something, but come on, man, that's still so good. That's better than most of the Mario and Luigi or Paper Mario games. I'm not throwing the babies into those, by the way, because I know some of them have Coupillions. This area is so dark. It's one of my favorite areas in the game, by the way. It really sets the tone well for the game. The Elite Trio are goons. Villain. Yeah, that's what Toadsworth is. He's a villain. Which... actually, I feel like he would have probably called his older self a witch due to the similar appearance. If it weren't for the fact that they don't really use that word in Mario games. Toadwood Forest XP. Yay. Ooh, look at this cool cutscene. I love the purple and nothing else about it. I'm kidding. Okay, just real talk real quick. Why does Peach look so drastically different in every Mario and Luigi game? It's probably because they kind of normalized the Mario & Luigi Dream Team style, but Dream Team was the first game, Dream Team was the one that set the precedent for what Peach should look like in Mario & Luigi moving forward. I don't know why, but her sprite work in the first 3 Mario & Luigi games is so inconsistent. She just looks so drastically different in every game. It's weird. By the way, I like her Bowser's Inside Story look the most, but that's also because the way that game shades its sprites is really cool looking, in my opinion. It's very soft. Toadsworth should have gotten possessed in a new Mario & Luigi game. Possessed? I don't know about that. I mean, What, aren't the Shroobsworths and Partners in Time good enough for you? Peach is the DDD of Mario and Luigi? Yeah, honestly. And I'm pretty sure she would have kept having inconsistent designs too, if not for the fact that, they, like, actually stuck with the Dream Team art style. Like, Paper Jam changed it up a little bit because of, like, the angle that everything takes place at. They, like, had to change some of the sprites to fit with the angle. Especially Bowser. And thank God, because Bowser looks so weird in Dream Team. But, like, for the most part, it all looks roughly the same. So, I don't know why she's, like, so inconsistent in the first 3 games. Alright, I will fight the Koopalians here, though. I just don't want anyone fighting on their own. That's, like, my problem. It's been almost 2 hours. I'm surprised I've not gotten hit yet, but I've also had an active chat for once. And, like, I've been talking. This has been, like, one of my best streams in a while. I'm so happy right now. Shall I thank you all a third time? You don't understand how, like... I know it's only 8 people, but you don't understand how abnormal it is to have this level of chat activity in my streams. And, like, especially on a Mario and Luigi stream of all things. Okay, to put it in child-friendly terms, hypnotized. Puerto Rico. Puerto Rico. Why'd you send that twice? Oh, why did it send twice? I've returned from bringing in packages. Good job, you have brought in packages. Congrats. Congratulations. Finally done with the dishes. Good, be happy. Thank you. I will be happy. Until I accidentally screw up one of these attacks. I don't think I will, though, because I'm generally pretty consistent about Toadwood Forest enemies, I think. I wonder how long I can keep this stream going for. I've already gone way longer than I thought I would. Possessed by Annabelle? Don't you mean Isabelle? That's right, Mario and Luigi Animal Crossing Panic, or something, I don't know. I'm starting to get hungry. I need snack food. Finally, the next level up. Ah! I pressed the wrong button. Fully voiced Mario games when? Isn't that just, Oh, well, no, never mind. I was gonna say Mario plus Rabbids Sparks of Hope, but that's only, like, the robot characters. And kind of the Rabbid characters, kind of. Bring back Sunshine voice acting? Oh, no, not Sunshine's. Make it better than that. I want Bowser to sound like he does in the Mario movie trailers. That actually, like, is a really good voice for Bowser. And also, can Peach not be obnoxious too? I'd love it if they brought back her Mario 64 voice. I thought that said sushi. Bowser sounds like the Tom and Jerry dog in Sunshine. Right? Beep beep. Beep beep. Oh, we're already down to minimal stats. Beep beep. Beep beep. Beep beep. Oh, I mistimed it. It's fine. Mario's got enough attack power as it is. Luigi could use some speed, though. Beep, beep, beep. Beep, beep, beep. Beep. No, I mistimed it. He was always Mr. Krabs for me. Fully voiced Mario game will come when Miyamoto's gone. Really? Man, is Miyamoto the one holding it back? I don't like the paint. That was scary for a moment. I don't like the paint. Nope. Miyamoto is like this evil guy. But I guess he is part of the reason for some of the things going on with the Mario series right now, I suppose. I love how that guy just, like, took 17 damage and was still fine. How much HP do these guys have? I'm so used to Superstar Saga stat progression, I keep forgetting these, stats scale a little bit quicker in Partners in Time. Ugh. I wouldn't mind a giant hot tub with Bowser. Ew! Have you seen the bathwater, though? That looks so nasty! It's so green and viscous. I hate it. What are they bathing in? It looks like typical villain bathwater. Don't blame Miyamoto-san for everything. It's a team effort a lot of the time. A team effort holding the series back. I just assume Miyamoto is holding everything good back? No, I wouldn't say that. I genuinely feel like what's happening with Paper Mario in particular right now is very largely having to do with the current development team, especially, like, Tanabe. I don't want to blame Tanabe, though. I don't want to be that guy. I want to say it's, like, a lot of people that are causing things to go wrong right now. But, like, Mario as a whole, there is probably some bad involvement from Miyamoto. But, like, especially with Paper Mario, the way they just keep insisting on doing these bad things. That's gotta be, like, the development team. It can't just be Miyamoto. Especially because he was, like, bored with Sticker Star. Alright. Could be an herbal bath. But why was it so viscous? I don't... It's... it looks weird and bad. Beep, beep. Beep, beep. Beep. There we go. Sorry to be too harsh on it, but just think about it. What good game did he in the... What good game did he, like... Did he make in the, like, 10 years? Odyssey? No, wait, no. That was more, Koizumi, wasn't it? I don't know. I can't even say Mario Galaxy 2 either, because that one's, like, more than 10 years old now. He stepped back from a lot of projects, and he said he's been too strict with Mario a lot of the time. Really? So maybe he could, like, try to file some, like, no, maybe not an executive order. What's the term I'm looking for? Just try to, like, convince the team to loosen up a bit more. I would really appreciate it if he did that, actually. To be fair, I'm also currently extremely angry at the Zelda team, since I'm a Zelda fangirl and find Breath of the Wild to be the worst Nintendo game in years. Really? I don't think it's the worst. It's definitely a lot different from Zelda games. But it's not like the worst. There's a lot to do. Okay, how about this? Gameplay-wise, it is a really good Zelda game. But story-wise, sure, it's probably one of the worst ones recently. Hopefully Tears of the Kingdom will be a lot better. I'm really looking forward to that in, what, May? Oh my god, I'm actually really excited for Tears of the Kingdom. I'm a huge Zelda fan too, by the way. I haven't, like, played, like, a third of the series. I don't even own a third of the games. Actually, no, I think Twilight Princess and Skyward Sword are the only ones I don't own at this point. But I haven't played, like, a third of the games, despite owning a good few of them. And I've only finished a third of the series, because I am a very, very big pea-brain. I am very stupid. I could not figure out Ocarina of Time or Majora's Mask. I got stuck and gave up. I'm not good at solving 3D puzzles. Except for the ones in Mario plus Rabbids, because those are, like, overly easy. Okay, this area. I'm just gonna avoid enemies here, if I'm being honest with you. Nice coin count, by the way. Breath of the Wild bad? It's okay, it's your opinion. To think you have to end the stream with a lot of viewers once you get hit. Right? Oh, I'm like, so... It's fine, though. It's been like 2 hours. This is way more than I could have ever asked for. Recently, I mean. Get away, get away, get away, get away. I'm not dealing with enemies whenever I only have Baby Mario and Baby Luigi. Not in a run like this. In any other run, I would. But this one's, like, terrifying, so no. In games like Mario Kart Tour and the Mario plus Rabbids series, is him wanting him to be more weird with Mario. Really? Well, good. I hope he keeps it up, honestly. I want Mario to be weird again. That's what I love about the series. Maybe not as... Maybe not as weird as something like Undertale, but, like, still just generally weird would be good. Oh, right, I forgot about that. Let's just get out of here. I don't want to fight these guys right now. That was the wrong button. I went from X to B for some reason. Breath of the Wild was NES Zelda in 3D for me. Yeah, I guess it's kind of like that. I almost just, like, didn't know what direction to press. I would have been caught in, like, a trip, probably. I don't want to move upstairs. Then, don't. Iggles Piggles. Or, wait, what's the term? Easy peasy. That should have been a trip. That was terrifying. I love how I keep saying that was terrifying when in reality, like, half the time I'm not even tensing up anymore. Because I'm just expecting something to happen at some point. Do 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 ba 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 ba. I hope my audio isn't out of sync with the game audio. That would be bad. I haven't, like, I hope it's fine, but I don't really know what the timing is, because this computer runs a little bit faster than most computers. So the recommended audio delay of 650 milliseconds per microphone doesn't work with my computer, because then I'm, like, too far behind the game. Or something. Broken combat, no story, extremely little variety in puzzles and enemies, glass weapons, no music, and a barren overworld. I guess. I think the glass weapons is a cool concept, but they break way too quickly. That's my one problem with that. Yeah, he's been good with not being restrictive. It's just really sad to see him demonized so much now. I really have to hold my bias Zelda gatekeeping back. Sorry, it's not against you. No, it's fine. Gatekeeping? And agreed, I do hope he tries to steer the teams in more weird directions. I have played every Zelda game aside from Spirit Tracks. Thanks for it being $100 everywhere. Breath of the Wild is by far the worst game in the franchise for me. That's very interesting. I don't really find it the worst, honestly. It's just like, I don't know. I don't really have a reason to go back to the game anymore unless I come up with some... Well, I have come up with a challenge run for it, actually, but I said I wanted to play through all the Zelda games before I started trying to do it because the run would extend to the entire series. Except for Triforce Heroes and Four Swords. So, take a guess what it is. It's a pretty simple and probably common challenge run. Spirit Tracks is good. It's a lot better than Phantom Hourglass was, if you remember what that game was like. You're not, like, doing the same dungeon again and again and again, but going slightly further, but you are going back to the same dungeon and just doing different segments of it. Also, they changed the roll for some reason. Like, I think in Phantom Hourglass, the roll is like, you spin like a little circle while you're moving, but in Spirit Tracks, you have to actually lift the stylus off the screen and tap, which I find really weird. I don't know why they changed that, but whatever. I guess because sometimes a little spin wouldn't work. But yeah, Spirit Tracks was pretty good, and it has the strong... I will say this, it has the strongest finale I have ever experienced in a Zelda game. Ah! I hate that! Don't have the enemy land between Mario and Luigi! So, it like, has major bonus points just for that alone. Because it has such a strong finale, and it starts off pretty good too, honestly. I just don't really remember much of the middle of the game, because I think at a certain point it was just kind of like, okay, I'm playing a Zelda game. But, it's a pretty good game. I definitely recommend it if you can get your hands on it somewhere. It is available on the Wii U if you want to try that, but I don't... Like, look at how I'm having to play Partners in Time right now. I wouldn't really fully recommend it. Especially because most of the gameplay is on the bottom screen, so if you do, like, which one is it? This layout? You'd be looking at the gamepad all the time, and it would just be a giant map on the TV screen. You know, kind of like Partners in Time, despite the fact that there's no touch controls aside from a single cutscene. It's weird. Genuine cry of terror? Yeah! I was scared for a moment. Phantom Hourglass was the worst for me. I agree. Phantom Hourglass was the worst Zelda game. It's just so, like, compared to the other two games in the trilogy, it just... I talked with Steven about this in DMs. It just feels like it's kind of there sometimes. And even, like, the main adventure theme when you're sailing the Great Sea in Phantom Hourglass, I don't know. It just doesn't stick with me as well as the ones in Wind Waker and Spirit Tracks. It's just kind of there, I guess, and every time I try to, like, hum it out in my head, it always, my mind always just defaults to the Wind Waker one, because they start out almost the same, just with, like, slightly different instrumentation. Alright, like saying somebody who hasn't played all Zelda games isn't a Zelda fan. Alright. I am consistently shocked with how good the finales of the portable Zelda games are. Yeah! Oh my god, dude. The portable Zelda games have had some of the best finales... No, Zelda in general has had some of the best finales in, like, any game I've ever played. But especially the portable ones, like A Link Between Worlds. That was, like... I need to play that game again. It's been a long time. But that was one of the best finales in a Zelda game ever. Doesn't top Spirit Tracks for me. I think Spirit Tracks' finale is better. But A Link Between Worlds was another really freaking good one. And it's so amazing to me how good the Zelda games just always are. I protect Zelda 2 all the time. Really? Zelda 2? Funny, because I just said the Zelda games are consistently good, and I don't think that one's very good. But aside from that, they're pretty good. I don't know, I just didn't like Zelda 2 that much, because it's very cryptic sometimes with where you're supposed to go. Kind of like a Paper Mario game that I've played before. But, you know, way earlier, and before it became cool. A Link Between Worlds is like one of the best Zelda games nobody talks about. Yeah, it's so good, and like, especially the way that they handle item management. It's weird at first, but it opens up for so many cool optional puzzle opportunities, and it's amazing. That was my first Zelda game, by the way. You can thank A Link Between Worlds for me being a Zelda fan. That's what got me into the series. Haven't been hit yet. Zelda 2 had some really good ideas, but the NES jank holds it back hard. Oh, for sure. Also, there's just some parts of the game that I actually don't think are very good. Like, certain enemies are just annoying to try to beat. There's a joke I could make right now, but there's actually, like, too many unfamiliar people here, so I'm not gonna say it. Nothing bad, by the way. It's just a joke about, someone in the chat. Kind of poking a little bit. Maybe I'll say it in DMs with said person later. NES jank. Is it an NES game? Zelda 2 was an NES game, yeah. The first Zelda game that wasn't on an NES was A Link to the Past, and that was SNES. Ironically enough, I love The Link Between Worlds, and I've played it, like, all the way through. I've never finished A Link to the Past. Not because I got bored with the game, but... Oh, that was scary for a sec. But just because, like... I don't know, like, it just felt like a very traditional Zelda, which isn't a bad thing. It's actually the game that established a lot of common Zelda things nowadays. It's just, I've gotten used to said things, so it didn't really feel like there was much there for me, because I've played, like, all the other games first. Or all the other games that I have played. But, I actually was enjoying it for a little bit until I got to the Dark World for the first time. Not for the first time, but after you clear the Tower of Hera, I think it was called. That one, I was, like, enjoying it, and then I got to the Dark World, and I'm like, wait, Link is still a bunny. What do I do here? And I learned about the Moon Pearl, and I'm like, okay, so where do I go to get the Moon Pearl? It was in the tower somewhere. Don't know where. But what ultimately made me put the game down was because I had to, like, leave at some point, and so I ended up quitting the game without saving. And oh my god, the boss in the Tower of Hera. I think it was the Tower of Hera. It was so annoying, man. But like, I didn't save my game at all during that play session before I went into the tower. So I had to redo the entire dungeon again whenever I got back on the next play session because I didn't realize I hadn't saved before shutting the Wii U off. So that was the point when I just kind of like put the game down because I just needed to get away from it, and then I never came back. A Link to the Bass. Oh, okay, you know what? We're gonna say that now. A Link to the Bass. A Link to the Past is in my bottom 3 Zelda games because of A Link Between Worlds. Zelda 2 needs a remake. Yeah, one that makes it good, probably. Oh, absolutely agree that Zelda 2 needs a remake. For sure. Alright. But yeah, no. A Link to the Past, I think it is a good game. Don't get me wrong. Whoa! Have I really been screwing up that badly with Luigi? Or maybe I've just been upgrading speed too much. I don't know. Omega Ouchies? Oof. SNES Zelda is overrated. I would like to see a better Zelda on the SNES. It barely used the SNES hardware. Yeah. Sparks of Hope Gold Edition is 33% reduced right now. Should I buy it? We're gonna play it soon, right? Yeah, we are gonna play it soon. And like... next week, actually. No, wait, no, never mind. No, I have to do the Donkey Kong Adventure DLC first. And then I'll be playing Sparks of Hope. that should be another... That should be like late February, or maybe mid-February is when I'm going to be starting Sparks of Hope. So if you're looking forward to that, then that's around when I'm going to be starting that game. But I need to finish up Kingdom Battle first. But yeah, this week I'm doing World 4 Extras on Friday, and then next week it's going to be the start of Donkey Kong Adventure DLC. And then we'll worry about the Ultimate Challenges and the co-op stuff maybe in March or something, I don't know. But yeah, you should buy it if you're planning on playing the DLC, because I am, except I already purchased the base game, so I can't really get Gold Edition. By the way, sorry if I'm quiet. No, you're good, you're good, you're good. You don't have to feel obligated to talk, it's fine. Just the fact that you're here and helping the stream is good. It's like 50 euros. Sorry for not contributing to the conversation as much. I just haven't been able to play many Zelda games. No, it's fine. My bottom 3 Zelda games are Ocarina, Link to the Past, and Breath of the Wild in that order. Then Triforce Heroes is beneath that, and I refuse to admit it exists. I think Triforce Heroes was cool. Hot take. I think it is a good Zelda game. Unfortunately, though, I don't know anyone that's good at Zelda aside from maybe my brother, who's pretty decent, but we'd still need a third person. And I can't remember if that game allows you to do online with friends or not. I know there was local and there was online with randos. I don't know if there was online with friends. Was there? I think it was a good game, though. Just a little bit difficult toward the end for single-player mode, because it gets really hard to manage all 3 links whenever you have just, like, a whole bunch of enemies coming after you. That was kind of annoying, I'll admit. But I think it's a good game. But yeah, that's a hot take, dude. Ocarina of Time, A Link to the Past, and Breath of the Wild as your bottom 3 Zeldas? Those are like some of the most highly regarded Zelda games from like the Zelda fan base that I have seen, and they're all like your bottom 3s. I'll admit, I haven't finished 2 of them because I'm kind of stupid, and also I just don't feel like playing A Link to the Past right now. But Breath of the Wild being bottom? I don't know. I can't get behind that one. It's not bad, but it doesn't hold up compared to pretty much any Zelda game that came after. Again, I'm not against you personally, I just disagree friendly. Oh, that was terrible timing. But yeah, that is a hot take if I've ever seen one. That's like some of the best Zelda games according to the fan base, and they're all like your bottom 3. I consider Skyward Sword to be in my top 5 as well. Really? I haven't played Skyward Sword. Yeah, Skyward Sword. Skyward Sword is like one of the 2 Zelda games I don't own currently. The other one's Twilight Princess. Aside from the spin-offs, I mean, I don't own like Link's Crossbow Training or anything like that. But, I haven't played Skyward Sword at all. Despite having the controller that comes with it, by the way. Talking about the Wii Remote, not the Switch controller. Oh, I'm hiccuping all of a sudden. Oh, I can tell stories about Skyward Sword. Yep, I know. But I don't own the game because, like, I don't... Actually, in my dorm room, I do have space for it, but back at home, I don't have space to play the game at all. So, it's just kind of like... Why? Why are you there, dude? Actually, you know what? I've got high enough speed, it's fine. Go, 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 go. But no, that's actually the big reason why I don't own the game. It's because in my personal room at home, I do not have the space to play the game. Like, I have a very small room, and I share it with my brothers, so, like, it's just very cluttered and hard to really move around the way that the game would require you to. So, you know, maybe I could get it on Switch, but also the idea of having to use a Switch controller kind of turns me off. I guess the one I have now is fine. Especially because, you know, they tied motion controls to the right joystick, which could probably be an adjustment, I'm not gonna lie. Probably be even weirder than motion controls, but, like, I'm sure it'll be fine if I get it. But yeah, no, it's one of the 2 Zelda games that I just don't own. And Twilight Princess, I just haven't played it because I just don't have it. I'm left handed, that's the story. Twilight Princess is also my number 1. Oh yeah, the idea of making it motion controlled exclusively is stupid, but as a game, it's one of the best. Story, characters, gameplay, dungeons, and everything else are wonderful. Oh, I'm sure. That's like the origin story of the Zelda franchise, isn't it? It's the one that, like, explains, like, how the whole curse about Link, Zelda, and Ganon being reincarnated a whole bunch happens, right? I've been skipping enemies a lot. I'm sorry, but I'm also only focused on attack power, so I don't care that much. But yeah, no, I do want to pick it up at some point. Honestly, before even Twilight Princess, despite the fact that I think the wolf mechanic is cool, and I would totally be down for, like, having a game where you're switching up gameplay like that. Because, you know, that's part of why I like Bowser's Princess story, too. Because you're, like, switching up the gameplay between Bowser and the Mario Bros. But, games that, like, switch gameplay and have, like, 2 gameplay systems are kind of cool, in my opinion. Not talking about overworld versus battle, though. But yeah, I definitely should get Twilight Princess. If I do, which version would you recommend? Because I do own both a Wii U, obviously, that's what I'm playing Partners in Time on, and a GameCube. So I could get, like, any of the 3 versions. I'm probably gonna say, recommend me either GameCube or Wii U. I don't really want the Wii version. So which one should I get between GameCube and Wii U? Like, is the Wii U version definitively better, or is it worse, or what? Because I know Wind Waker was definitely a lot better, at least in my opinion, on the Wii U. So, I don't know. So first, yes, Wii U. Alright, I will get Twilight Princess HD at some point, then. Not digitally, though, unfortunately, because I can't really do that anymore. I'm gonna have to find a way to get it physically. And also, I just don't like owning big games digitally. Also, I don't have an SD card on my Wii U, and I've downloaded enough digital games because of the eShop closure that I can't download anymore. Which is fine, because I already got, like, all the games I was interested in getting for the most part, but... Well, that sucks. I went the wrong way. No contest. Also, the GameCube oh, yeah, no, actually, I didn't consider that. But, like, I would have been willing to go for it if you said the GameCube version was better. But yeah, no, GameCube games are kind of expensive, and it really depresses me, because it means if anything ever happens to my copy of the Thousand Year Door, it's gonna be a hell of a time trying to replace it. Just the addition of Hero Mode and the Double Damage Amiibo give the game a ton of points in my eyes. Wait, there was a Double Damage Amiibo? Is that what the Wolflink Amiibo does? What the... I cannot stand these rotated controls, man. Sorry if I'm talking really loudly, by the way. I just noticed how loudly I'm talking. Maybe I'm just excited. Okay, wait, you know what? I don't really care about a lot of this stuff. I'm just gonna go this way. You can still buy games. Oh, yeah, well, no, you can. You can buy games on Wii U. It's just I don't have, like, any of my Nintendo accounts hooked up together. Like, they're all separate right now. And I don't want to have to, like... find some way to... I don't want to have to create a new user on my Switch, basically, just to hook it up to my Wii U account so I can add funds. But on top of that, you know, I'm, like, out of space on my Wii U anyway, so it doesn't matter. No, Wolflink adds a mini-dungeon. What?! He adds... Okay, you know what? Yeah, you've got me sold. I'm getting the Wii U version. Extra content is always a plus in my... no, it's not. Extra content is usually a plus in my eyes, particularly with Zelda. Alright, shouldn't be behind a physical thing. Ganondorf Amiibo gives you double damage, which means you can go through the game taking 4 times damage, which is my preferred way of playing now. I will definitely not be doing that, or even Hero Mode on my first playthrough, because... Ocarina of Time was enough to stump me. But, I will definitely be giving it a shot. At some point. You've got me sold now. I'm definitely wanting to get Twilight Princess HD and get the Wolflink Amiibo. It's mediocre, but it's fun enough. Oh, really? I don't have the Wolflink Amiibo. But I am gonna try to get it just for the sake of having that mini dungeon. Because I love extra content. I love the color dungeon in Link's Awakening too. That's another cool one. Just optional dungeons in games are so cool to me. Just like imagine for a sec if like Mario and Luigi. Actually, it does. Bowser's Inside Story. The Shroob thing. That was cool. Link's Awakening, Color Dungeon. That's cool. Bug Fables, Leaf Side Quest. That was cool. I love optional content. Especially if it's like a whole freaking dungeon. Ganondorf's amiibo is fine with me since they're still in circulation, but Wolflink's is dumb since it's hard to get a hold of. Wolflink is in stock for $14.99 over here. Can you get it for me? I will pay you. I've been talking too much. My throat's getting really dry. Logan, do you consider maybe getting it now? It's just restocked. Oh, really? If it's just restocked and, like, super easy to get, I'll definitely have it shipped to my dorm. Made it to the Vim Factory. Made it to the Hammer Bros. Can I beat the Hammer Bros, though? Let's find out. This is a fight with the babies, so I could potentially screw it up. But I think the Hammer Bros have some fairly easy-to-dodge attacks, so there is some hope there. But there is also a chance that even if I make it through the Hammer Bros, I could screw it up with the Hammer tutorial. And I'm not joking, I actually did that once. You can look at my Partners in Time Nerve Mode series. In the Swiggler episode, I included the Hammer tutorial. And, like, he was like, hold the hammer out now to counter the enemy. And, like, I held the hammer out, but then I just, like, really quickly let go because I'm like, it's a tutorial. They're gonna hold it out anyway. He didn't hold it out. Luigi, like, actually swung the hammer. And then he was like, okay, let go now. And then, like, the enemy just immediately jumped toward baby Luigi and just hit him. Like, what? You can actually mess up that tutorial? Especially with, like, the halting? That's really funny to me. I'd show it off if it wouldn't be a cause for ending the stream.